And this second bout is scheduled for 6 rounds of professional boxing, also at the super lightweight division of 140 pounds มวยคู่ถัดไปนะครับก็ชกในรูปแบบสากลอาชีพ6ยกนะครับน้ำหนักพิกัดไม่เกิน140ปอนด์ครับรุ่น super lightweight ครับ Calling to the ring fighting out the blue corner Sachin Deshwal
Okay, folks, we are here for the second fight already straight in after that quick victory from Mr. Ege Konuk. But now making his way to the ring, finding his way to the ring. But of course, the longer we wait, the longer we get to see these fabulous dancers. But all the way from India, we have got Sachin Deshwal about to make his way to the ring for this super lightweight fight scheduled for 6 3-minute rounds. Now, we just saw in the first fight, we did not need 6 rounds. In fact, we didn't even need 3 minutes. The man from Turkey put his opponent away very quickly. However, Sachin Deshwal, 6 wins, 0 losses, 0 draws. The man is unbeaten. Taking on, of course, Efe, who has never been beaten. He's only had 1 draw, which is the closest he's had to a defeat. So whose will go today? We will find out. I mean, it could be a draw. Then nobody's has left them. But of course, the dancers keeping us entertained. And here he is. The man has appeared through the smoke. The man from India, ready to make his way to the ring. We saw him warming up before this fight. He looked very cool, calm and collected. He did not look like someone who was ready to take on a fight. He was just sat in the changing room, almost like meditating to some extent, just not worried at all. I've seen him fight before. He can put on the performance when he wants to. Mr. Sachin Deshwal.
Welcoming to the ring his opponent, Derin Konuk.
And now in the red corner, we have Derin Konuk, who is from Turkey. And as Jimmy has pointed out before, he is the brother of Ege Konuk, who we've just seen fight, who put away the teammate of Sachin Deshwal away in the first round, making his way to the ring now. Jimmy, do you think we're looking to see a repeat?
I mean, it's an interesting thing because now Sachin has got to worry.
To you first, finding out the blue corner, wearing white with yellow
right
trim.
now with the introduction.
The professional boxing record, a perfect one, 6 victories and no losses. Hailing out of and proudly representing India. Please give it up for Sachin Deshwal. And his opponent finding out the red corner and wearing red with a professional boxing record, a perfect one. 10 victories with no defeats and only 1 bout even. Hailing out of and proudly representing Turkey. Please give it up for Derin Konuk. And your referee in charge of the action once it begins, Ajahn Julathorn Thanakachat. And the 3 judges scoring ringside, Mr. Carlos Costa, Ajahn Thanagon Kantong, and Mr. Nawaf Al-Mohammed.
The referee brings the fighters to the center of the ring. We have Deshwal wearing the white and yellow shorts, and we have Konuk in the red shorts. This fight will be contested over 6 rounds, super lightweight, 140 pounds. These fighters couldn't look two polar opposites. We got Deshwal looking very calm and relaxed. We got Konuk shadow boxing in the corner as his name was announced.
And a very interesting start from Efe as well. Just takes the center of the ring instantly and starts with that right hand. And the interesting thing about Efe is he throws his right hand like a jab as well. He uses it as a rangefinder. He just pops it out there. Very similar right hand to Floyd Mayweather. Just throws that right hand like it's a jab. He doesn't, he doesn't showboat it at all. He just flicks it out there and it lands very well for him so far. Sachin's definitely got a difficult opponent in front of him.
Yes, great example of that right hand. We see that straight away. Just comes out, no build on it. Doesn't lift the elbow, straight down the center line.
And there we
just
see
pops
it.
him in the face.
100% exactly that right hand we were talking about. It doesn't need any wind-up. He just flicks it out there, and the shot you do not see are the ones that hurt the most. But you can see these two twins, these fighters, fantastic boxers, but a very different style indeed.
Good, see Konuk working. And then when Deshwal looks to counter, he hops back.
So FA here just very much in control of this fight, it looks like. But obviously we see with Deshwal, he's very slick. He's got a good jab. And the thing with Indian fighters is the way they throw their shots is somewhat unorthodox. Now I'm aware he's in a southpaw stance, but what I mean is they throw it from very odd angles. And there we see it right now. The angles they throw the shots are always very different, which is what upsets a lot of fighters because they'll sometimes get hit with shots that they thought were not possible.
Yeah, very unorthodox here from Deshwal. Hitting from all angles, a lot of looping shots, not firing as straight as Konuk here.
And of course, we're going to call Konuk FA just for now because he has got a twin with the exact same name as well. A beautiful right hand upstairs from FA right now.
Just tags him again with that right hand, that's money. Just pops it straight out, knocks his head back. Nice left hook here.
Beautiful left hook. And the thing with FA right now, he's using every tool to beat a southpaw right now. He's using everything perfect. He's using that right hand like a jab, and he's throwing that left hook to set up that right hand as well. Because, as you know, if you throw the left hook, your opponent has to move away from the shot, and the shot that they walk into is that right hand. So you'll start to see that FA will start throwing in a few more left hooks now to start moving his opponent into his right hand.
Looking very calm and relaxed, happy to stalk his man down. Throws that right hand out. And then when he throws these looping shots, he's just jumping back out the way. Good work here from FA.
And we do see that Deshwal is just on that back foot. But the thing with Deshwal is he's calm on the back foot. He is okay with the back foot because he throws looping shots. Those looping shots are a lot better on the back foot rather than fighting in close. But there we hear the clapper. And that is the bell for the end of round number one. And a very different round in comparison to the first fight we've just seen as well. So a very interesting round for both of these fighters. I mean, it wasn't as, one-sided as we saw in the first fight, where we saw, of course, Ege Konuk taking on someone from the same stable. We've now got FA Konuk, who has got a very different style. He stalks his punch out. We'll see with those action replays that we've just had cut short, but it was some very nice right hand throughout that entire round, and I think that was the story of that round. It was that right hand upstairs and mixing it in with the left hook as well. But you notice with FA as well is he's very relaxed with his guard and his punches as well. He doesn't throw much power behind him early on in these fights. He likes to mix things up. Here we see these action replays here. So we see that Deshwal was flicking out that jab, and there's that left hook we were talking about from FA. He's throwing that left hook, and every time he throws that left hook, he is forcing Deshwal into his trap. And the trap is going to be that right hand, which is going to disguise as a jab as well. But here we are going into round number two, scheduled for 6 3-minute rounds.
Very good first round from FA. Good, sharp shots in that first round. We see as the fight goes on, can he maintain this guard? Will Deshwal's game plan of throwing more unorthodox shots, looping shots work? He backs up FA now.
And here we see just Deshwal coming forward with some very aggressive hooks to the body and head. I mean, to be honest, I think that's what Deshwal has to go for. He has to mix things up. What has he done to change his game plan up here? Because that first round, he had an okay round, but he was still getting pieced up by FA by that right hand and left hook as well. But I think Deshwal has to do something a little bit odd here to try and upset FA's rhythm.
Started coming forward the beginning in this round. He looked like he had a lot more success, but now he's back on the back foot. FA coming forward, popping out them single shots, looking to back him up against the rope.
Some great right hands downstairs landed by FA as well. I mean, I really like the way FA boxes. He's very relaxed, he's very calm, but he's so calculated as well. He doesn't throw unnecessary shots. I mean, I would like to see his punch output and his accuracy as well, because to me, every shot he throws is very, very accurate, very calculated. He doesn't throw shots for the sake of it. He only throws shots that he knows are going to be landing well. And there we see a great rear uppercut to the body landed by FA.
Very sharp single shots from FA. We're not seeing many two-shot combos, not even three-shot combos. But I think this works well for him, where he throws one shot, gets out, where Deshwal's looking to counter-punch him.
And it's very hard to counter-punch somebody like FA as well, like you said. I mean, he's thrown these looping shots, but as you know, the quickest way to the center point or down is just going straight down the middle. It's easier to hit somebody going down the middle than throwing a hook. It's a faster way to the point, and I think that's exactly what we're seeing with FA right now. He's landing these shots cleaner because he's going straight down the middle a lot of the time.
Yeah, great example there. We saw Deshwal throw a looping hook, and then FA come down the center with that straight right, just pops his head back.
And he's trying to counter him with it as well. He knows these hooks are coming, and like we said before, the fighters from India tend to have this style, very unorthodox looping shots as well. When they connect, it connects hard, but the fact is, FA here is walking him down with a high guard. He's very aware of these looping hooks, and he's now starting to piece up Deshwal here. Some beautiful combinations, and again, calculated, lands a combination and takes a back foot, and then tries to calculate when he's going to go in for the attack again.
He's going high, he's going low. He can't wait around too much in front of Deshwal, so it pays dividends when he throws, he gets back out, he comes back in. Especially Deshwal getting caught sometimes, where he's throwing quite wild, quite unorthodox. He's getting caught, counter-punched by FA.
And FA is very aware of this too. He knows where these shots are coming from now, and that's why he's just keeping a high guard up, because when you're against somebody who throws shots from a very odd angle, you don't want to get caught by something silly. But a great round by FA. But of course, talk us through some of these replays in just a moment. But it was a great round indeed. What did you make of that round in general?
A really good round for FA. But once again, Deshwal having some success when he manages to back him up. We saw early in the round he pushed forward. I think he done well when he managed to back FA up, throw some work, some really good exchanges here. I feel FA getting the better of the exchanges with that counter hook. Find Deshwal throwing sometimes, leaves his chin in the air a little bit, doesn't tuck his shoulder into the chin, and then the tighter box at FA can just get away with these sharper shots, these counter hooks.
I mean, this is what we love to see in boxing as well. Two very different styles. We've got an orthodox against a southpaw, but we've got a hooker against a straight punch fighter. I mean, to me, FA, the way he boxes to me is absolutely fantastic. He's very calculated, he's very smooth, very relaxed in there. I mean, very rarely loses cool. I've seen him in a few fights where when he gets clipped, he knows how to take a back foot as well. But he's, of course, got his twin brother in his corner, Mr. Konuk, as well.
Ege there, no time to get his hand wraps off. Straight into the corner work. Hasn't even managed to get his t-shirt on. Maybe if FA got tired, then Ege could hop in and no one would realise.
That's a very good point. How would we know who is fighting right now? It could be a tag team boxing match, but here we are, round number 2. Turkey taking on India here. Great right hand landed straight away by FA. So he starts off with that right hand, and like we said, he uses the right hand as a jab. And although it's a great weapon to use against the southpaw, FA does this against orthodoxes as well. He just flicks the right hand out. It's beautiful stuff.
Good, strong right hand there. Looked like that one had a bit more power in it. Deshwal backed up again, knocks his head back. Some more straighter shots coming from Deshwal, mixing it in with these looping hooks. Sticking that jab out more.
And you can kind of see that, you know, Deshwal isn't really that intimidated by the power of FA right now, because he's still sticking to the same game plan and he's still throwing these looping shots. But at the same time, you've got to be questioning right now, what is Deshwal trying to do to try and win this fight? Because to me, FA is trying to win this fight. He's just using a very calculated plan to win every round very clearly. Is Deshwal doing the same thing, or is Deshwal going for something crazy to try and knock him out?
I think as the fight goes on, I mean, you just question what Deshwal's game plan was, and I still do not think you have any more answers. That was very bizarre indeed.
Yeah, I mean, I do not know why you would want to stand in front of somebody like FA and give up your chin. But the great thing here is he didn't lose his cool. I mean, look, I do believe if FA just wanted to there, he could have just really gone to town. But I think he also realizes he's not going to give in to the game plan that is Deshwal. And I think that is Deshwal's game plan. do something very odd, do something a little bit crazy, and try and upset the rhythm of FA, but FA is way too smart for this.
Yes, definitely in fighting it is a battle of psychology, but those tricks, those games will not always win you the fight, especially when you've got a sharp, tidy boxer like FA. And that is the end of round 3.
Very nice round by FA. Very awkward round, I would say, by Deshwal. I mean, look, for entertainment value, Deshwal did what he had to do, but as a boxer, you should not be giving up your chin. You should not knowingly allow your opponent to hit you. There was that big right hand, and here we see the action replay where Deshwal gave up his chin and allowed FA to tee off on him and trying to pretend that these shots are not hurting. And, you know, it's that classic thing of the shots you do not see are the ones that usually knock you out. But at the same time, Deshwal could have even taken a 10-8 round there for the amount of shots he was taking, and also he was getting beat in that entire round. Look, entertainment value for some people that might be entertaining, but if you're a boxer, the art of boxing is to hit and not get hit. Deshwal has kind of got the opposite here, and you know, I'd be very worried. If I'm in his corner, I'd be telling him right now, if you do something crazy like that again, I'll be taking you out of the ring. You should not allow your opponent to get hit like that. That is so dangerous in boxing.
Yes, very much so. You cannot afford to play around when you're against someone of a high level like FA. Even if these shots do not hurt, is not winning you the fight. And accumulation as well. All it takes is something to just tip you over the edge. We do not want to give any shots away for free. And
like you said, they're not hurting him right now, but we know tomorrow he's going to be hurting for the next 3 days after those shots. Once the adrenaline wears off, those shots are going to be hurting. And we see some beautiful right hands down the middle landed by FA already. So FA just marches Deshwal down. A beautiful right hand upstairs as well. FA just finding the target. Look how calm he is, nonchalant in the ring, but definitely a vicious fighter at the same time.
Seems to have a lot of variation on that backhand. Sometimes he pops it out like a jab, like you said, and then he loops it a little more and sticks a bit more power, and you see when it just knocks Deshwal's head back. That is what's making Deshwal respect him.
Perfect observation, and it's exactly what he does. He throws different variations of that right hand, different tempos. He'll throw it light, he'll throw it hard, he'll throw it from a slightly different angle, and that's why that shot is landing every time. It's a beautiful right hand because he just flicks it out there, but he's always finding the target. I mean, the accuracy of FA to me is absolutely next level. You very rarely see a fighter be this accurate. I mean, he throws single punch combinations a lot of the time, but even there, a 4-piece combination, every shot landed clean to the body and to the head. The referee to me is looking at this fight very closely, because what is Deshwal doing to win this fight? What is he doing to defend himself correctly? To me, he's doing absolutely nothing, and the referee should be looking at this closely, or at least the corner of Deshwal. What are you allowing your man to do right now?
And fatigue does not only come from just throwing punches. Lovely left hook there and another straight right. You can also get fatigued from taking punches, and right now Deshwal is just getting his head knocked back from the left jab, from the right hand. Lovely left hook there. Now he looks like he's earning the respect. Nice and calm and collected. FA is in no rush. He's just stalking his man down.
I'd like to see FA just really go to the body now and just really start investing in those body shots, because look, Deshwal's definitely got a chin on him. One thing I can give him credit for is he's got a chin and he's got heart. Something that you cannot teach in boxing is having a chin and having heart, but at the same time he has taken way too much punishment here. I'm surprised the referee is allowing this to go on any longer. The referee should be stepping in, and the towel has gone in. I mean, look, that fight to me went on 1 minute longer than it needed to, but at the same time Sachin Deshwal was doing just enough to probably impress the referee to keep him in the ring. He was still throwing shots, and I think that was kind of a mirage to just keep him in the fight. But at the same time, we see the fight, we hear the punches. That referee to me just let that fight go on a little bit too long there. But look, it's hard to stop a man like Deshwal who is so proud of himself, and sometimes you need a referee or a corner to really stop the fight for you. But here's Peter
to come and give the trophy to our winner. ขอเรียนเชิญคุณยูริซิสซาโต้จากญี่ปุ่นนะครับขึ้นมามอบถ้วยรางวัลให้กับผู้ชนะด้วยนะครับ gentlemen, at the time of 2 minutes and 31 seconds, your winner by way of 4th round KO, fighting out of the red corner, FA Derin Konuk.
And there you see the man from Turkey, Mr.